To Anna Sonoda, child grooming expert and author of Duck, Duck, Groom. Anna, did you hear that? This known sex offender walks 400 miles to get to a 14-year-old girl for sex, and then immediately announcing, I want to have 500 kids with you. Translation, I want to get you in the cheapest motel I can find and rape you. That's what that means.
Nancy, it's an appalling example of how intentional and determined predators are. They are patient hunters, and oftentimes, especially in these adolescent situations, they've capitalized on adolescent angst, anger, or animosity in their lives or with caregivers, and that is an incredibly vulnerable place for any adolescent girl to be in. And I think this case gives us an example for every family to learn from about what parents can do, about having conversations, about making sure devices are open and that we're regulating use and that we're monitoring, and not only just using and relying on software, but that we're following up. We're checking through all communications, all text messages. We know that the majority of young girls online produce content in their bathrooms and their bedrooms, the two most private places in your home. So we need to be having and encouraging parents to be engaged and fully aware of all online use, including solitary contact that may be happening through DMs or through online chats.
And it's not just the threat of the person you're communicating with at the other end of the line. There is the specter of sex trafficking. Not just one rapist, but many. To you, Alexis Tereszchuk, it's not just the threat of whoever you're communicating with online. It's the possibility of the child getting sex trafficked and also ending up dead, Alexis.
It is, and that's the thing. And I want to point out that it's not just on like the dark web where these girls are going. They're not sophisticated internet girls. They're just like on video game chat rooms, where they're playing games. The man that we've spoken about, he was on a Yahoo chat room. It's so easy for these girls to be found. But yes, many of these men are sex traffickers. So they will take these young girls. They will abuse them immediately, assault them, torture them. And that just breaks their souls. And then they just pass them around to all of these different people in these disgusting motels. And this is something that the police are working on so hard to stop, because once these girls get into a system like that, it is so hard to get them out. They're so sophisticated at hiding them that they often can never be heard from again.
The horrible truth is that once they get into the sex trafficking ring, they're practically lost. It's very hard to find them because sex traffickers, isn't this true? Let me go out to the sheriff, chief deputy of Union County. Once the child is sex trafficked, one of the goals of the sex traffickers are to hide the child. They go from motel to motel. They go from town to town, like from one part of LA to another part of LA to another city in California, and the child becomes so disoriented and frankly drugged and beaten, they don't even know where they are.
Oh, sure. They want to hide the crime. They want to hide themselves. They want to hide the victim. Definitely, yes. They want to be off the map.